Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Adroodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 8 Czechoslovakian heavy tank, the Skoda T56, a vehicle that is incredibly fun and frustrating at the exact same time to play. The reason I wanted to make a video on this is that it is fully announced now that the VZ55 is coming into World of Tanks Blitz, and honestly, I feel like the VZ55 is going to be a very similar comparison to how the Skoda T56 plays down at Tier 8. The VZ's going to have good mobility, big alpha, really solid hull down capabilities, and pretty good armor in general. So we're going to play the Skoda T56 today, have a bit of fun. Honestly, I do believe this is one of the best Tier 8 heavies currently in the game available. There are a lot of really good tanks out there. I mean, the Type 57 Mecha is another absolutely amazing tank, but this tank's got alpha, and a lot of alpha at that. 450 damage a shot. It's got really good pen, 295 in the heat, 226 on the AP, and more specifically, 75 millimeters of HE pen, dealing 640 damage a shot. That puts this at one of the highest 130 millimeter damage HEs in the game, right next to the WZ111 GFT, which is the Tier 8 Tech Tree Heavy with 660 alpha. This is a really nasty gun. When you jump up to 450 alpha on a Tier 8, what that means is that even when you're fighting Tier 9s, for example, like that E75 or Jagdtiger on the enemy team, that both carry 128 guns, this tank can essentially trade evenly with them, which is honestly really nice. And when you're fighting Tier 9 heavies like the M103 or anything that has 400 alpha, you have the ability to actually out-trade your opponents with a Tier 8. That is why I always really do like alpha damage at a lower tier, because it gives you that immense firepower capability that a lot of other tanks at the tier just really cannot compete with. So let's make our way over towards base C. Now you'll notice the Skoda is not a slow vehicle. It's not the fastest on top speed, but it's got a fast enough power to weight to very easily keep it in the game. Now I'm guessing the entire enemy team is going down because we can see that base B is being captured and two heavies are already spotted. So yeah, I would expect nothing to be up at base C. Now the good news is we are going to at least capture this base, and base C is a really hard base to get once you've gone and decided to go town, because you're basically stuck there. The only vehicle we had go town was a AMX M4, and it looks like our WZ has finally decided to wake up, so that's good. At least our players are all here, and they're not actually dead, which is really good news for me, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive down this road right here. We can see I'm going pretty fast again, and let's see, who is here? Well, there's the 54E2, and I'm just looking for anybody here. There you go. Bonk! Look at that. 460 damage shot into the T32. You can't get that with your average Tier 8 heavy, and that's really where this tank just feels so strong. So let's reload again. We got a couple more seconds here, and let's see, is there anybody over here? Oh, we got a Jagdtiger, and he turned to the side, so I got a 480 damage shot into him. Oh my, this gun just feels so nice. Now to be fair, while it does carry that alpha, its DPM is absolutely atrocious. I mean, this tank's DPM is sitting at 1700, making it one of the lowest in Tier 8. So it does have some yin and some yang when it comes to the gun. But I'm telling you, that alpha just feels so dang nice. The fact that you can just out-trade your opponents even when they are Tier 9s like that E75. We got the IS-5, he shoots me. Unfortunately, I was not able to reload fast enough to hit him, and man, that IS-5 really high-rolled me at that 470 slap. I'm just going to chill here for now, and we'll see if that Borsig decides to poke ever. If he does, I'll get a free shell in. If he doesn't, then I'm just going to wait and keep him at bay. Come on, Borsig. You know you want to poke it. I feel like eventually he will, so... Oh, I saw a pole fall down. He's right there. Come on, dude. Do it. Oh, well, I didn't want to shoot that guy. The Borsig poked the moment that guy poked as well. And you can bet that I wanted to shoot that Borsig, but oh well. I'll get a clear if I have to. Weirdly enough, the enemy team is not doing really anything. I thought they'd try and push or something, but they are just getting absolutely pooped on. So I get a nice shell into the IS-5. He's dead, and with that, all that's left is the E75 and the Borsig. I'm going to put on my adrenaline, and I think we can get maybe one more shell into the E75. Yeah, that's what it looks like we're going to get, because base cap's going to give us a win after that. But honestly, I don't even think it'll matter that much. This game is such a fast win at this point that it really doesn't seem like it's going to make too much of a difference. I would have been able to get another shell into that Borsig, which kind of sucks. Might have been a 600 damage shell, but either way, a very easy win. You can see where the alpha on that Skoda just hits so hard. The fact that you can slap even tier 8 opponents like a T32 that only hits you back for 310 for an extra 140 damage a shot. So it is really nice. And you can see that alpha show in the statistics I've been able to pull out with this vehicle at over 2,675 average damage and 84% win rate with 150 battles. I mean, this is definitely one of my higher performing tier 8s with the fact that it doesn't really care. It always wins the trades, especially in a game like this. You don't have to worry all too much. When you're fighting tier 7s, you're just like, ha, that's cute. You're in a Stura Mill. Here, lose 600 health. So, yeah, let's make our way into the front line and see what we can do here. Hopefully the Action 10 is going to help me. But I guess we're going to find out. You never can really trust your teammates because one second you look behind you and they're going with you, the next second they turn over towards medium side and ditch you. So I'm keeping an eye on them. Alright, looks like I do have some support here at least though. There's the AMXM for Liberté. He might pen me. I could really care less if he does because... Hooah! Yeah, this is kind of what I expected. This gun is not accurate enough to hit a shell like that. This is a very, very inaccurate beast of a tank. So, let's reload. We got a couple more seconds left. I'm not seeing anybody over here so far. Hello? Hello? Anybody here? No? Very, very interesting. Okay, well, let's get a nice slap into the AMX. A pretty big low roll, to be completely honest, but nothing I can't handle. We didn't lose any health for it anyway, so it's still pretty free. Let's reload again. Couple more seconds. Nice shots from the housing, actually. Alright, and a bonk. There you go. Wow, what are these low rolls? 450 alpha, and I've done 802 with 2 shells. Come on, man. Wargame is robbing me dirty here. Alright, well, let's see. I have a feeling they're gonna... Ooh. Well, you know what? I actually could have hit him with an HE. The problem is there's too much stuff in the way of... Yeah, nice. I was able to reverse side scrape that. But there was too much stuff in the way of where that stayer was for me to feel comfortable shooting an HE at him. So, it's fine. I'll take a 460 damage shot. It gets the job done. Hooah! Oof! That's gotta hurt. I guess that first shell didn't hit the Liberté, but that one hit the Tiger 1, and that felt mighty juicy. I gotta be real. I mean, you can see the Skoda again. It just doesn't really care. It just keeps on hitting, and it hits hard. I mean, this T29 here, he might lose a pretty big portion of his health in just a moment if he shows me his rear. And there... What? Where did that... I did trade on the rear. Anger. See the mold. Anger. See the mold. Alright, let's see if we can get the Tiger. This should be a pretty easy shell. And a bonk. There you go. 484 damage into his vehicle. With that, all that's left is the Stura Mill, who is not too much of a worry. The Tiger, who's not too much of a worry. And the T29, which is the player I want to shoot. So, you can see the side of his tank is an HE pen, and there you go. A 681 damage HE shell into the T29. Now, it might not matter. Well, actually, it did, because my team is going to finish him off. So, this is where the HE on the tank does feel nice. We only managed to pen 1 throughout the entire 2 games we played, but you know what? That 1 HE managed to propel us from about 2,500 damage to 3,119. These 2 games here were a perfect example on why the Skoda T56 is an amazing tank, and if it says anything, I really feel like the VZ55 as well is going to be an immensely powerful vehicle when it does come into the game as a new tier 10 tech tree. I guess we'll have to see the statistics when they do get leaked, but for now, it's all just thought and speculation. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.